The year is 2025, and for the first time in over a century, United States can feel the weight of another superpower breathing down its neck. China, once dismissed as a developing nation struggling to feed its population, is now building a world order in its image of quiet. Calculated campaign that stretches across continents, oceans, and even cyberspace. What we are witnessing isn't just economic growth. It's a carefully crafted plan to dethrone America as the dominant global power, and it's already in motion. For decades, Washington's power was unchallenged. The US dollar ruled global trade. American aircraft carriers patrolled every major ocean, and Western tech companies defined the future. But China has been playing the long game. While America fought wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, Beijing was building infrastructure, stockpiling resources, turning its military from a regional force into one capable of challenging the world's strongest navy. This isn't an accident. It's a strategy. China's rise starts with money. Over the past 20 years, Beijing has poured trillions into global development through its Belt and Road Initiative, a vast network of railways, ports, and pipelines stretching from Africa to Europe. On the surface, it looks like investment. But to the countries accepting these loans, its dependence a silent form of power that gives China leverage without firing a single bullet. In places like Sri Lanka, Kenya, and Pakistan, China now controls critical infrastructure, from ports to power grids. And these countries know they owe their future to Beijing. But China's ambitions don't stop at economic influence. It has built the largest navy in the world by sheer number of ships, surpassing the US fleet. Its military bases are spreading across the Pacific and beyond, with a new presence in Djibouti, Cambodia, and even plans for more across Africa and Latin America. Each base isn't just a defensive position. It's a statement: China is coming. It's coming everywhere. Meanwhile, Beijing is targeting America's greatest weapon: its alliances. For decades, the US relied on NATO in Europe and key partners like Japan, South Korea, and Australia in Asia. China's counter-strategy is to create its own web of partnerships, quietly funding governments, buying influence, and forging military ties. Its growing relationship with Russia is just the beginning. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization, a military and economic alliance led by China, already includes India, Pakistan, and several Central Asian nations. Slowly, Beijing is building an alternative world order, one where Washington's word no longer carries the same weight. Technology is the next battlefield. China's tech companies, once seen as cheap imitators of Silicon Valley, are now global leaders in AI, surveillance, and 5G networks. Huawei's technology is installed in over 170 countries. TikTok has become a cultural juggernaut, influencing millions of young Americans every day. But behind the apps and devices is something more sinister: data. China is collecting massive amounts of information worldwide, giving it an unprecedented edge in cyber warfare and artificial intelligence. Where America once led in innovation, Beijing is catching up fast, using its authoritarian model to push technology forward at breakneck speed. The dollar, long seen as the foundation of American power, is under attack too. China has been stockpiling gold, signing oil trade deals in its own currency, and pushing the yuan as a global alternative. Through BRICS, an economic bloc that now includes major oil producers, Beijing is encouraging countries to bypass the dollar. The world no longer needs US currency. Washington's ability to sanction enemies and project power will weaken dramatically. But perhaps the most dangerous part of China's plan is its patience. Unlike America, where politics change every 4 years, Beijing operates on decades-long strategies. It doesn't need to win today. It just needs to make sure America loses tomorrow. Every port it builds, every trade deal it signs, every base it constructs is a step toward a future where China doesn't have to fire a single shot to be in charge. Yet this story isn't over. The United States still holds massive advantages. Its military technology, cultural influence, and powerful alliances are unmatched. But if history teaches us anything, it's that empires fall not in one dramatic moment, but slowly as their rivals grow stronger and more confident. China isn't openly declaring war. It's rewriting the rules of global dominance, brick by brick, bite by bite, and base by base. In the coming years, the question isn't whether China can replace America. The question is whether anyone will even notice when it finally does.